Firestone Stadium in downtown Akron. It is the Mid-American Conference Softball Championship Tournament, an elimination game between the 5 seed Central Michigan, the 4 seed Ohio. Here is a look at how the teams got here, a rematch of an earlier game. Central Michigan beat Miami to advance in an elimination game. Ohio lost to Akron earlier in a winner's bracket. Dane, when you think about Central Michigan, it's a team that earned their spot in this game last night, second game that they had to play yesterday. They beat the 4-time defending champ Miami.
They did. They ended the Red Hawks' reign. London Williams with the go-ahead home run. Miami then tied it in the bottom of the 6th with Central Michigan. 3 bunts of their top 4 hitters. They put up 4 in the top of the 7th. Brooklyn Campo also fantastic in the circle.
Ohio, the 4 seed, has already beaten Central Michigan once, but they lost in extra innings to Akron after coming back to tie it in the 7th, lose it in the 8th.
Really tough one. They very easily could have won it. A handful of solo home runs, 4 to be exact, 2 from Bell Hummel. Just not enough hits with runners in scoring position earlier today.
And that was actually the bottom of the 7th that Akron walked it off. We will have it, an elimination game, Ohio and Central Michigan. Starting lineups and first pitch straight ahead from Firestone Stadium. Stay with us. Stadium, an elimination game, the 4 seed Ohio, the 5 seed Central Michigan. Let's take a look at how the Chippewas will bat. It's Petrovic leading off, Kuzera second, Karcher batting third, Koenig fourth, Williams, Lotus, Lassick, Cairo, and Torrey Briggs will get the start in right field and bat ninth. They will be facing Skip Miller, who has been in the circle for both of the previous games for the Bobcats, including when they defeated Central Michigan 9-3 in the first round of this tournament.
That is correct. Through 6 2/3, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs in her first 3 innings, but scoreless over her last 3 2/3. It's the Central lineup that has seen her a lot, just like everyone else has in the league.
Strike one to the leadoff hitter, Petrovic. Petrovic had 2 hits and scored 2 runs. Central scored 2 in the first off Miller in that first round game. Fouled away, no balls, 2 strikes.
It was Petrovich that started this whole MAC tournament with a triple out to left center field, out of the reach of the center fielder, Bell Humble. Actually had 2 hits and 2 runs scored in those first 3 innings.
Wessler in at third. Miller can't quite find that outside corner, a little bit wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. You see the shadows from the overhang here all the way to the circle almost. Down the right field line, it's going to go foul as they were playing her more to hit the ball the other way, so a long run for Cena Smith. A little bit of a challenge as the pitcher is in the sunlight and everything else is dark.
Yeah.
Miller fields it, throws over to first, but Farmer unable to handle it. And the leadoff runner will be on base.
I think that's got to go as an E3, but that's the pressure that Petrovich puts on you, right? She doesn't get hard contact at all. Miller scoops it up, takes a couple steps. It's a low throw, but Farmer's got to catch that.
They'll bring up Jenna Kuzera. It is in fact ruled an error. Outside corner, strike 1 to Kuzera. Off the plate inside, 1-1.
Still searching for that first hit of the tournament as Kuzera has been so good all year long. 57 hits, second on the team.
Gets the bunt down. Wessler fields it, throws to first. They get the out. It was like a pool cue. It
all of a sudden it sat down. Made me think for a second that
it's a good bunt. Put the runner in scoring position for Alex Carter.
Remember in the first inning yesterday, home run out to right center off of Miller.
That one ran back inside, was off the plate and couldn't quite catch the inside corner, 1-0. Oh, and bounces in. Wyckoff with the block.
Carter had really the tack on in that 4-run seventh, just a looper down the right field line.
Miller gets strike 1, challenges her, and Carter swings through it, 2-1. That one hit well to left. Off the top of the fence, bounces back in. Runner will score. Carter goes into second with a double. An RBI double off the top of the wall and left.
The tippity top of the wall. I mean, this was inches away from getting out. Would have been her second home run in as many days off Skip Miller. Goes off that red top above the Maction sign. Petrovich gets a good read on it. She easily scores. And it's Central Michigan again, capitalizing early in the game against Skip Miller.
And they're going to pinch run early as Elalugi will pinch run for Carter at second. Brings Koenig to the plate.
Nickname for Loogie, Luggage.
Ah!
According to Central Michigan softball notes.
I like it. They're having trouble getting the pitch communicated, so they're going to swap out the little, it's almost like a Fitbit type of wearable device that they signal it in with now.
Sometimes you get those that have been around the game of softball for a while. It's baseball. You miss the days of the catchers painting their fingernails different colors and flashing down the signs. Certainly adds an extra element with a runner on second. Makes it a lot more difficult to try and take any sides. But sometimes you do see it if, depending on what side, you can take a look at the pitcher's grip.
Strike one to Koenig. Ooh, that one misses everything and heads up running by Lugie. She'll get to third. So now fly ball can plate that second run. Always important. You always want to score first, especially in an elimination game.
Pressure mounts, right?
Yep.
It's different in that first one where Ohio's getting their feet wet. They have some time to respond.
Off the plate.
And the same thing applies here, but it's a little bit different. And shadows, I would almost say, are a little bit more challenging for the hitter, but Central's made pretty good contact.
1-2 the count. Out to right field. It drops in. Run will score. It gets by. Smith out in right. And Koenig advances to second. Got to go as a hit and an error. She gets
And
to
I would
second.
think a single and an E9.
So a couple of hits, couple of errors, 2 runs in for Central.
A little bit off the end of the bat. Smith was unable to judge it there. And this is the same thing relatively. Central had 2 in the first against Miller, but can they add on even more with London Williams?
Still just 1 out. Williams swings through it. Strike one.
Last time Williams came to the plate, big time home run, left center field. Gave Central a 3-2 lead. Did not prove to be the difference, but Chippewas finished it off with a 4-run 7th.
Good off-speed pitch. Couldn't hold up. That's the changeup that we've heard about from Skip Miller. No balls, 2 strikes. Trying to minimize the damage here in the first. In on the fist, and Bear will grab it. Second out. It'll bring Emma Lotus to the plate.
Softball runs in the family. One of her sisters, East, plays softball for the Louisville Cardinals.
The 1-0. Fouled away. 1-1.
Lotus just 1 hit in this tournament, but it did come last game against Miami. Also scored a run.
They throw back to second. Pretty good throw.
It's the closest
Wyckoff.
one we have
Yeah,
had, I should say. And Wyckoff from her knees.
right on the bag. 2-1 the count. Lotus trying to serve that to the right field part of the diamond and fouls it away. 2-2.
Lotus has had a lot of multiple hit games this year. She's hitting over 300, 321, but what has eluded her this year has been the 3-hit game.
In on the fifth. Battle continues.
kind of made that jump from her freshman to sophomore year and has kept it going her junior year. Slug's a little bit down. Only has 1 homer in her career. It came last year.
Wind blowing out to center field. In the air. And a nice job to grab that by Izzy Wilson to retire the Chippewas. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors by Ohio Central Michigan, leading Ohio 2-0. Bottom of the first, let's take a look at how the Bobcats will attack Brooklyn Campo. Hummel, Bear, Farmer, the top 3, Westler, Wilson, Young, Wyckoff, McDaniel, Sienna, Smith, batting 9th. So Hummel 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk against Central Michigan in their first meeting. Campo, ball 1.
Fantastic performance yesterday for Campo. 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs all earned, but 1 walk, 4 strikeouts.
Foul ball. Nice job trying to slice that down the left field line. Couldn't keep it fair.
One of the more higher velocity throwers you're going to see in this tournament. And she had a lot of control yesterday. If you look at her walk numbers, they're a little bit up and down, but 1 walk through 7 innings, that was impressive. And usually when she finds her rhythm, right, she had a complete game against NIU, 1 walk, complete game against Western, 2 walks. Once she gets through 3 and 4, if she's feeling good, it's usually going to continue the rest of the way.
3-1. Right back up the middle. Sharp single to center field for Hummel.
I mean, she can just hit. She can hit the cover off the ball. She can hit whichever way you want. She hit for power. She used to be more of a slap hitter. Then kind of gets a pitch up in the zone, a rise ball that's pretty tough to elevate, and still manages to get on top of it enough, get the barrel there, kind of a more of an inside-out swing, gets it into center field for a base hit.
That'll bring up Colin Bear. Ball 1, inside. Two and 0.
Dancing off the bag a little bit is Hummel. Bears had a very opposite field approach.
Three and 0.
This is unlike how Campo was throwing yesterday, and they're going to have a conversation. She's just getting behind hitters, and that's where she can get hit. It was against Ohio this year, the second time around. This was a 12-7 loss for the Chippewas. She pitched an inning, gave up 4 hits, 6 runs. Only one of those were earned, so there were some errors involved in that. Day before, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Rather, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Behind Bear 3-0, gets strike 1. Ball 4. First 2 are on for the Bobcats, and that will bring up Brenna Farmer.
Close miss. The good thing for Central Michigan, and it's still very early, is that you have a great mix of different pitchers, right? Campo and Langen are going to be a little bit similar, but if Campo starts to struggle, you have a lefty who's going to give you a lot different of a look that you can go to in Strela.
Up high, ball 1, falling behind hitters. Farmer had that bases loaded double that played at 3 in the first meeting. Swings through it, 1-1.
One thing was on the mind of Brenna Farmer there.
Off speed outside, 2-1.
Kind of the prototypical lefty you want in the middle of your lineup.
3-1.
Campo's got to be successful. She's going to have to pound the zone a lot better. You get behind a lot of these Ohio hitters. They have so much power. It's eventually going to come back to bite you.
Ball 4. A walk, 2 walks and a hit, and the bases are loaded. Nobody out in the bottom of the first for Shelby Westler.
There's already activity along the right field wall for Central Michigan. Just a little bit off for Brooklyn Campo compared to yesterday. And it's a great spot for Shelby Westler, who threw 2 games in this tournament, despite coming into the tournament hitting .375, does not have a hit. 0 for 6, but does have a run scored. A couple of walks in each game. A couple of hard-fought at-bats, but she's just kind of been able to find a way to stay alive, but not barrel the softball. And it's a great opportunity here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Got a pitcher who wants to throw strikes. If you can get one early, I expect her to attack.
First 3 have reached for Ohio. Strike 1. Gets ahead of Westler. Misses outside, 1-1.
She's missing a lot more upstairs than she is below the zone, and that's dangerous with Ohio's lineup. Katai let it fly.
Westler to right field. Tori Briggs grabs it. Hummel tagging, throws pretty good. Hummel slides in safely. And a nice job by the pitcher Campo to back up the throw. Sacrifice fly, plates the first run for the Bobcats. And it's 2-1.
Smart piece of hitting going the other way by Westler. Some late rise to that pitch. Got Westler a little bit off the barrel. Now Campo can kind of settle in here with 1 down.
Runners advance to second and third for Izzy Wilson. Strike 1.
If you remember Wilson's last at-bat, tied the game in the top of the 7th. Home run just over the right field wall.
That one's gapped. Off the wall, 2 runs will score. Wilson will check into second. Ohio with a 3-2 lead on the 2 RBI double by Izzy Wilson.
This is up in the zone and crushed into the right center field gap. Times it up well. Kind of a cement mixer up top, and Wilson, who we already saw have a couple good swings at the end of the loss against Akron, produces another right here in Ohio. You blink, down 2-0. They're ahead 3-2.
I think we might be getting a pitching change.
Yeah.
Yep, and we will.
Got to go to Laska here.
Yeah.
So
Sierra Alaska.
26 game, no starts. So all exclusively out of the bullpen. Did pitch in the weekend series against Akron. Got a little banged up there, but that was a 17-15 game and a win for the Chippewas to end that series. Has pitched against Ohio a couple times. 1 scoreless inning, was clean in a 5-3 win. Then gave up a couple hits in a 12-7 loss. Didn't even get an out. Not a pitcher that's going to give you a lot of length. The most she's pitched was her first outing of the year against George Mason, at least not a lot of length this year. Her career high for innings in a season is 44 1/3. That was last year. Strelo got a little hit around yesterday by this Ohio lineup, but it's another lefty you can go to, and you can think about throwing in Langen, who kind of pitches to Ohio's strengths, but it's a 4th different pitcher now that the Chippewas have thrown in this tournament.
And again, a crooked number by Ohio with 3 here in the first. Still only 1 out and a runner in scoring position at second. Ball 1 to Sydney Young.
Threw 48 pitches her last time out. 32 strikeouts to 10 walks, so she's pretty controlled.
Hits the inside corner. Strike 1.
It was Laska yesterday that had a huge 2-run double to tie the game at 2, and it looked like Central Michigan's offense wasn't going to get anything going.
Oof. Over the head of Young.
Don't think she was phased, though. Stood right in there.
2-1. Three and 1.
So a really cool note, though, about Laska is that her mother, Crystal, was teammates with Mikkel Solman at Aquinas College.
That one hits the upper part of the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Would think a fairly easier recruiting pitch.
Well, unless you didn't like her. It's always a chance her teammates and they get along. High fly ball left field. Kuzera going back at the wall, and she can't get it. It kept going. A home run for Sydney Young, and Ohio has put 5 on the board in the bottom of the first.
If you elevate it enough, it could go a long way with the wind blowing out a little bit, more specifically to center. Kuzera gets there in time, but it's almost like she gets there too early, doesn't get enough of a jump on it. May have had a shot at it if she got a couple inches higher into the air. And Ohio already with a 5 spot. But it's got to be pedal to the metal, though. We've seen too often teams strike early in the game, then kind of pedal off in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th in this tournament.
Jordan Wycuff steps in. Outside ball 1. Chippewa pitchers are falling behind almost every batter here.
Yeah.
And that's not a good recipe for a team that is aggressive like Ohio at the plate. 1-1.
Especially with Wycuff, who has a couple of home runs, 1 in each game in this tournament.
In the air, center field, going back. Lotus, that one's well out of here. A home run for Wyckoff. Back-to-back home runs by Wyckoff and Young.
This offense is just a juggernaut. They're going to be a tough team to give a second loss to. Just so many power hitters. This is your 7-hitter who has now hit a home run in all 3 games in this tournament. It's toward the middle of the plate, and Wyckoff just destroys it to the deepest part of the park. Hey, you got another hitter with double-digit home runs. That's your 8-hole hitter.
That would be Riley McDaniel. Ball 1. Changeup catches the corner, 1-1. Out of play. Spoke a little too soon. Kind of got pushed back in.
Got a little worried. We have one of our great camera guys up there positioned in the first base line. He had his hand out, doing his job, protecting the camera.
1-2 the count now to Riley McDaniel. Two and two.
Ohio just looks steady, look patient, not overpowered.
Laska's 2-2. That one hits in front of the plate. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And to think the 1 out for Ohio was a productive one.
Yeah, it was a sacrifice fly. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. 3rd walk of the inning. And Cena Smith will be the 9th Bobcat to come to the plate. Still only 1 out.
You got to get her out, right? There's not too many, and Smith has had good at-bats, but there are some more powerful hitters in this order that you do not want to turn it over to again.
Chases inside and up and probably a little out of the zone. Strike 1. One and 1.
Ohio just knows their zone. Yes, they're a team that does strike out, but they have not offered it a lot of pitches up in the zone. Until that one.
Smith swings through it, 1 and 2. Up high, 2 and 2.
For Central, you can hold it at 6. I know that's a big number, but if you can get a couple back off Miller in the top of the 2nd, it can be 6-4. It's a whole new ball game. Got to stop the bleeding now.
Fouled back. McDaniel was in motion there.
Only 1 stolen base attempt this year. She was successful.
And we did talk to Coach Hall about that. She said sometimes they have speed. They don't like running because they feel like sometimes they're taking the bat out of good hitters' hands. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck her out. Second out of the inning, top of the order. Belle Hummel, who singled and scored. The 10th Bobcat to bat. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, ball one.
.453 is ridiculous.
2-0. The thing that I keep thinking about with Hummel is she used to be a slap hitter, and you see her hit the ball in the park.
26 extra base hits, 17 doubles.
3-0.
She can run. She plays a good center field.
She's aggressive.
Yeah.
She's exactly what you want at the top of an order of people that can hit. Ball four. That is the fourth walk for Central Michigan pitching in this inning. Here's Colleen Bear.
For Ohio, you have an opportunity here with a couple of swings with Bear and Farmer coming up to really put the pedal to the metal here in the first inning and almost demoralize Central Michigan. Because if you're down 4, this is a lineup that knows they can score against Skip Miller. They have before, especially in early innings. And like I said, if they can get a couple, it's a 2-run game. And if you can get a pitcher that can throw up a couple zeros, you can gain that momentum and confidence back. But if this deficit starts to become 5, 6, 7, 8 runs, that's, especially in the first inning, that's where doubt can start to creep in, especially in an elimination game.
Yeah, everything seems a little more insurmountable in these elimination games. Good off-speed pitch. Bear swings through it, strike one.
I think Bear had that pedal to the metal mentality. Almost one of the harder swings we've seen.
Laska delivers.
Good pitch.
Inside corner, right at the knees. Ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Up the middle, and it is handled by Cairo. Side is retired. 11 Bobcats bat, 6 of them score. 6-2, Ohio leads Central Michigan. Stone Stadium, elimination game between Ohio and Central Michigan, and the Bobcats put 6 on the board in the bottom of the first. They lead it 6-2. Skip Miller will face the bottom third of the Chippewas order. Sierra Laska, Rachel Cairo, Tori Briggs. Ball one.
It's dangerous when you got Skip Miller who can start bringing some swagger in the circle with a 4-run lead. And if you're Central, you have to be a little bit concerned about your pitching staff holding Ohio and throwing up zeros considering a 6-run first. So responding with runs here in the second and making this, even if it's just one in a 3-run game, but preferably for them a couple. So the deficit rather feels manageable. I think is going to be a big factor in the mental game.
And if you're Skip Miller, now you just go right at him.
Yeah.
You know, she fell behind 2-0. It's 2-1.
Trying to help out her own cause here, Slaska.
Two. Tried to check. Might have got a piece of it.
I thought she might have hit her bat, but.
Miller delivers. Changeup misses. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, how you start something is if you can get your leadoff hitter on. We've seen all 9 hitters in the Central Michigan order produce and get hits.
In play. Bear can't throw her out. Good play to get to it, but it's an infield single for Alaska, leadoff single for the Chippewas.
Jammed her in, but hit it in the right spot, right? If this is anywhere else in the infield, it's probably not going to be a hit. Not a bad 3-2 pitch. And you're thinking gap to gap against Miller. Yes, she has surrendered a fair share of home runs. Not a ton of big swingers on this Chippewa, especially bottom of the order.
Out of play, strike 1.
And that's the thing is that when we talked to McCall Solomon before this tournament, knowing that Ohio was going to be game 1, she said, we know what we're going to get with Skip Miller. We know she's talented. We know if we get behind that, it's going to be right there. She's going to attack us. We have to be ready.
Another strike. A little bit of indecision, which tells me there's not, when you see somebody with that type of swing, they're not recognizing what the pitch is. They can't see the spin on the ball. And that's when you get those check swings where it's like, do I want to swing? Do I not want to swing? So trouble picking up the pitches. That one misses up high, didn't chase the rise. 1-2 the count.
That's the difficulty with Miller a little bit, though, is that she's got an extensive repertoire. Go change up, go rise ball, screwball.
1-2. Off the plate outside, 2-2.
Miller, I think, is enjoying that last little bit of sun before the shadows overtake the circle.
Misses up high with the off-speed pitch. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, the other thing is it gets colder in the shade.
A little bit shaky with her control.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that too often. Good at-bats here from Alaska and Cairo.
Payoff pitch. A walk. First 2 are on. Brings Tori Briggs to the plate. And we're going to get a pitching change. Keegan Moore coming into the circle.
Well, Miller had some control issues to start that frame, and Ohio's going to turn to Keegan Moore, who will now pitch in her 3rd game in this tournament. Did pitch the final out against Central Michigan the first time around, but we saw her to finish out the game against Akron. Took the loss in that one. Obviously, Akron just put a couple nice balls in play, 2 2/3. Walked 3, 2 strikeouts, but only gave up that 1 hit. Problem was the walks there. 3 innings against UMass in her last outing before this tournament. Wasn't a pitcher that Ohio would use a ton in high leverage spots or extensive innings, but she has been the number 2 that Jenna Hall has turned to, and a little bit of a different look. Off-speed changeup has been a good pitch for her to help keep hitters off balance. And her job right away is going to be to throw strikes and get some quick outs, because Tori Briggs, who's only had 1 at-bat, albeit a single in this tournament yesterday, if she can get aboard, you can load the bases with nobody out or have a couple runners aboard with another run in and the top of the order coming up, Central can make this interesting.
Well, this is they fly the flag in the Mid-American Conference when you beat a Power 4 team, and both these teams have wins over Power 4 conference teams. Ohio's beat Notre Dame and Pitt. Central Michigan has beaten Minnesota. And always fun when you beat one of the quote-unquote Power 4 schools. So here comes Keegan Moore facing Briggs. Strike 1.
Right on the inside corner. That's where she wants to live with that. Briggs, 1 at-bat yesterday. A dribbler of a single. Came around to score. Actually, Bila did because she pinch ran for her, but an incredible catch out in right field.
Outside, 1-1.
You think, I asked Coach Shulman about that in the post-game interview. If she doesn't catch that ball, it's probably an RBI triple for Ella Carter, and Miami maybe takes the lead going into the final inning, and it could change the whole mindset of Central.
Base hit out in the left center. This one's going to the wall. That was smoked. 2 runs will score a double that will plate 2 for Tori Briggs from the 9-hole.
If you like offense, this is the game for you. Tori Briggs into the left center field gap, absolutely smoked. She's had 2 ABs in this tournament. Off speed, sits back on it perfectly, a rocket. And now you got the top of the order coming up in Petrovic, who very well could just slap it to the right side, look for a base hit. Central's thinking they can take the lead in this inning.
Petrovic swings and fouls it back. Strike 1.
The bottom of the lineup for Central Michigan. 7, 8, 9 all getting on. 2 of them hits. Sets the table for a top of the order that has been relatively productive.
Petrovic trying to drop down a bunt. Strike 2. Popped up. Westler, the third baseman, will grab it for the first out of the second inning.
This inning is not over, but I think whoever it is, whether it's Laska or could re-enter Campo or Langen or Strelo, it's that the most important thing for Central is that you throw up a 0 in that bottom of the second. Hold on to this momentum that you've regathered in the top half.
Outside, ball 1. The 1-0. That's going to be run down by the center fielder, Hummel. Thought that one found the gap, and Hummel said, "No, I got it."
Beautiful jump. Even better play. Covers a ton of ground on this. Makes the running catch. I mean, I think this is right center field gap the whole way. Double, 1-run game, and Hummel just elite speed tracks it down. You would like to see, though, Tori Briggs tag up on that a little bit. If that ball gets down, even if she's at second, she's going to score anyway because it would have gotten by Hummel.
Off the plate inside to Carter, ball 1.
The only thing I'll say about that, though, is base hit to the outfield with 2 outs with her speed. She'll probably score anyway.
Well, Hummel, you mentioned it. The important thing with that is the jump she got on it. She was going full speed and got a great read on that ball. More in the air. Wilson will call. Michigan puts 2 on the board. 6-4. Ohio leads as we head to the bottom of the second. It was a big first inning for the Ohio Bobcats. Izzy Wilson with a double, Planting a couple, then home run for Sidney Young, and a back-to-back home run for Jordan Wyckoff. 6 runs in the first for Ohio. They lead it 6-4, and a new pitcher in the circle for Central Michigan, Mackenzie Langen.
Mackenzie Langen pitched 4 innings yesterday against Ohio in the 9-3 loss. Gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 4 runs, all earned. Did give up 1 home run. That was the grand slam to Wyckoff. Second most home runs given up in the league, so that is something to keep an eye on.
Brenna Farmer, who walked and scored in the first, steps in. Ball 1. Two and 0.
You want to come in and throw strikes. Like I said, getting behind some of these Ohio hitters really puts you in a brutal spot, because they can look for one pitch. If they get something up, look out.
Fouled straight back. 2-1.
Now Langen would have listed as a senior from Greenville, Wisconsin, but didn't pitch in 2023, so she would have another year of eligibility.
Fouled back again. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Langen's 2025. She was one of the best pitchers in the league, so a little bit of a downturn in terms of her overall numbers. Hitters hit just .259 with a sub-3 ERA.
That one bounces in. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
In the regular season against Ohio, she pitched 8 1/3, gave up 8 runs, 4 in each game. 109 strikeouts, so she's got the stuff to put away hitters.
Payoff pitch. Farmer in the air, center field deep. Lotus going back. It's gone! A home run to lead off the second for Brenna Farmer. Third home run of the ball game, and we're only in the second inning.
Yeah, I mean, you knew what their MO was. A bunch of home runs coming into this tournament. 3-2 over the middle of the plate. You're going to have to hit your corners against this team, and Farmer's had a left center field approach. She's hit a couple of balls hard on the screws, but we really haven't seen her elevate one until that one. Ohio just keeps on keeping on.
They push the lead to 3. It's 7-4. Here's Shelby Westler. Ball 1. Misses up high. 2-0. A
lot of close misses. Taking a look at the home runs in this tournament. Had 4 last game, 4 solo shots. Already had 3 this game. Just 1, the grand slam by Wyckoff against Central. That was given up by Langen.
Inside corner, 3-1.
But if you think about it, they're not done yet. They're only in the bottom of the second, still nobody out. 8 home runs in this tournament in less than 3 games.
In the air, Kuzera coming in. She'll grab it, first out.
Just a little bit under it. And that late rise to it that allowed Westler to get under it.
That'll bring Izzy Wilson to the plate. Doubled in that 6-run first.
And what's really interesting about it is that 5 different Ohio players have gone deep, but their 2 leading home run hitters in Bear and McDaniel have yet to go deep. Shows the depth.
Yeah.
Hummel's the only one that, Hummel and Wyckoff rather, have hit multiple. Wyckoff with 3.
Outside corner, strike 1. So Langen gets ahead of Wilson. One and 1.
Things seemingly have clicked for Wilson in her last 2 at-bats. She's looking for something middle in that she can pull. That doesn't mean she can't go to left. She can. She's got hands that can turn in really quickly. And she's looking to do that, right? You take a look at that off-speed pitch. She did not go. Front foot is down early. It's a good take, right? An aggressive take. And that's what you're looking for if you're Jenna Hall.
The 2-1. Fouled back. Count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And then if you're Langen, that's where you want to live, right? Force Wilson to try and go the other way. Kind of clip that outside corner like you did with that first pitch.
Two. Just off the plate. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That wasn't a bad pitch by Langen at all. That's good pitch recognition from Wilson.
Solid single out to right field. Runner at first, 1 out for Sydney Young. Homered in her first at bat.
As long as it's not above her head, if it's up, Izzy Wilson thinks she can get to it. And her last 3 at bats,
she might be right.
The ball has been absolutely smoked.
Ball runs outside for Langen. Ball 1. That one misses in off the plate, 2-0.
Langen can't be afraid to go off speed here, but it's got to be a little bit more down in the zone. If you're young, you're probably thinking rise ball.
3-0.
Dangerous Wycuff awaits if Young is given a free pass.
That one in inner half for a strike, 3-1.
Sixth homer of the year last time to the plate by Sidney Young, kind of just out to left.
That one catches the outside corner. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Langen battling back. Fouled back.
Would take the perfect angle for one of the foul balls to reach us back here. Excellent job by Langen, but got to go right back to the well there. That was a good spot.
Langen delivers. Swing and a miss. Off speed. Strikes Young out.
Take a look at it this way, right? If you can get another out and limit the damage here, as we take a look at this off-speed pitch, Young way out in front. It kind of starts at the knees, right? Has that late drop to it. Good movement from Langen. Central Michigan will win this inning if they get out of this and Ohio doesn't score 2-1.
Wycuff. And that one is going to be put away by Koenig. And the side is retired. Bobcats get one back. 7-4, they lead Central Michigan as we head to the third. Ohio leading Central Michigan 7-4, elimination game at the Mid-American Conference softball tournament. It will be Koenig, Williams, Lotus. 4, 5, and 6 in the Chippewas lineup. Facing Keegan Moore. Ball 1.
Leadoff runners, right? Both times. Central Michigan has gotten the leadoff runner on. Petrovich on an E3, and then Blasco with an infield hit. Same thing applies to Koenig, who has a single and an RBI back in the first.
Inside corner at the knees, 1-1.
A lot of that has to do with, is Keegan Moore able to get ahead? We've seen in 4 separate frames in this game, neither pitching staff has been able to throw up a 0.
Fouled away. 1 and 2. More ahead of Koenig.
Koenig a pretty good base stealer, 12 for 13. Had a
2 and 2.
memorable triple against Toledo in the MAC tournament a couple of years ago when she was a freshman.
Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
With how many full counts there are and how well hitters are identifying the opposing pitcher's pitches, I have a feeling that we're not done with runs in this game.
Ball 4, leadoff walk.
Koenig on for the second time, and it leaves it to London Williams. But what our rally starters are a lot of times leadoff walks or sometimes 2-out walks, right? I don't think either team, now they've hit, but Ohio could have done a few more of the little things, especially in the first inning, to keep Central Michigan off the board. Had a couple errors there. Keegan Moore, if she's able to keep that changeup down in the zone, that's going to be key. She has to trust it.
Williams fouls it off her foot. Strike 1.
And that one too. What Keegan Moore, when she dials it up, because with a little rise action, she's a lot of times tried to jam right-handed hitters, more righty-on-righty hitters in. Kind of tails in toward that right-handed batter.
Misses inside, 1 and 1.
And that's where she needs to be careful, is that if she's going to try and almost backdoor that pitch on the outer half to righties, sometimes she's done that where it starts in the outer half and it kind of spins toward the middle of the plate.
Ground ball foul. 1 and 2 ahead in the count. Foul ball. Kind of got in on the hands a little bit.
7-4 here in the top of the third. Central's offense does not sense a panic, and you credit McCall Solomon after that 6-run first. Didn't sense a panic, came back, responded, won the second inning. Very well win the third. Feels like we're in mile 6 or 7 of a marathon right now.
Sharp single to right field. Runners at first and second. Nobody out.
And Central's a team that does sacrifice a lot. And if you're going to do it, Lotus is a candidate, right, with her speed. And I think Wessler's going to play in at third. But with how well you're seeing the ball off Miller and now Keegan Moore, you're still down 3. I'd swing away.
Squares for bunt and can't keep it fair, so it's strike 1.
And let the softball control that bunt attempt there. Did not get the move up in the box as much as I thought she would there.
In at the corners, pulls back, it's a strike. So now, Moore ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Foul back, remains no balls, 2 strikes.
Lotus can slap a little bit, so that's why you're seeing the shortstop McDaniel a little bit more shifted toward where your teammate at third base, Wessler, is. But if you're Lotus, you have a ton of the middle of the field open. If you can turn your hands in quick, just small ground ball up the middle can sneak through. A lot of space at the second base bag.
Fouled away. Remains no balls and 2 strikes.
The danger, though, with this is that Keegan Moore is not a pitcher that's going to overpower you, right? So a lot of these 2-strike pitches where Chippewa hitters are supposedly beat on, they're fouling them off instead of Moore putting them away.
Got a piece of it. Stays alive, does Lotus.
And the pitch that Moore can put him away with is that off speed, that change there down and away, because you can get hitters out in front. That's not overpowering someone. But good work by Lotus, just snaring a piece there.
Moore's 0-2. In off the plate, 1-2. In the air. Hummel runs it down. Runners will tag. Nice running catch in center by Bell Hummel.
This might even be harder than the first one because Lotus is not a hitter that usually stretches to that part of the park. But she's in kind of around the Firestone logo. And look where she is. She's honestly more positioned to the left side of the second base bag, running grab. Kind of has to hit the brakes a little bit right before. That's a massive catch. You're talking about potentially 2 runs scoring and a triple for Lotus.
Both runners advance, so second and third, 1 out. Laska takes ball 1. Sierra Laska singled and scored to start the second inning. Two and 0.
Was 7-8-9. They got things started. Down 4, top of the second. Laska, that single. Cairo, the walk. Briggs, a double.
Three and 0. That one catches the inner half. 3 balls and a strike.
Keegan Moore, in both of her appearances in the regular season against Central Michigan, had 4 walks apiece. Controls a little bit up and down, but a lot of that has been due to the prolonged at-bats by the Chippewas.
In the air. Shortstop will get it for the second out of the inning. McDaniel, no problem with that. So now 2 outs. Runners at second and third, and Rachel Cairo, the batter. Moore trying to work out of the jam without any damage here in the third. Outside ball 1. That one catches the corner, 1-1.
Laska flew out there. It was an interesting stat that with a runner on third and less than 2 outs this year, Central Michigan has hit over 600.
Yeah, win a lot of games doing that.
Yes, they will.
Here's the 1-1. Off the plate, 2 balls and a strike.
Cairo hasn't squared up too many softballs in this tournament. Looking for a big swing here, but if you can pass it on to Briggs, she has looked very sharp.
3-1. That one hits the inside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And just like it tails in a little bit to righties, it's almost a little two-seamish action. Kind of starts in the inner half of the plate. You think it's going to be a ball, late movement back toward the middle.
Right at the third baseman, Wessler grabs it, side retired without any damage. We head to the bottom of the third, 7-4, Ohio leading Central Michigan. The third, 8-9-1 due up for the Bobcats, trying to tack on a couple of runs to that 7-4 lead. Riley McDaniel, Cena Smith, Bell Hummel due up for Ohio. Mackenzie Langen in the circle. Strike one.
Coming in confident, bumping in strikes. We have yet to see a pitcher consistently do that. McDaniel walked her first time around, got stranded at second base. That was back in the first.
That one up high, 1-1 to count. In the air. Briggs runs in and grabs it, first out of the inning.
A little bit of a slump for McDaniel, but does have a hit in both games. Actually still has a 4-game hitting streak, but hasn't had a multi-hit game since April 18th against Kent State. That was actually her last home run game as well.
Cena Smith in the box, fouls it back, strike one.
A little bit up.
1-1.
Smith, who has put together some nice ABs. You're hoping for her that she gets a knock in this tournament.
2-1. Outfield plays her strode. They play her deep. Left fielder is just short of the warning track. Foul back, 2-2.
It was in February, 9 hits in Smith's career. She had a 5-game hitting streak, including a hit against Notre Dame in her lone at-bat back on February 20th.
Langen's 2-2. Outside corner, called strike 3.
This is where Langen needs to live, and it kind of tails away toward the outer half of the plate. Fired up. Good frame job by Carter. Pretty spin on it as it turns back to the top.
Bell Hummel, 1 for 1. Singled and scored and walked, both in the first inning. 11 Bobcats came to the plate in the first.
It'll be the first 1-2-3 inning of the game for either team.
Outside corner, 1-1.
Locate with that curve on the outside corner. That pitch needs to become consistent, though. There's not much Ohio can do other than slap it the other way to left field for lefties, which Hummel can do. But it's much harder pitch than a rise ball.
That one is hit hard, and it's going to one-hop the wall in center. Hummel running all the way will check in with a 2-out double.
Death, Taxes, and Bell Hummel finding a way on base. Double into the gap. This is center cut. If you throw it in the middle of the plate, she's going to drill it, right? Right there for Hummel. Arguably the most impressive hitter we've seen all tournament. And now a runner in scoring position for Colleen Bear.
Fouled back, strike 1.
Haven't seen that signature home run swing for Bear. She's obviously just been a little late on a lot of these pitches. Sometimes it's just if you're on the right timing during these moments.
In the air, left field, Kuzera will grab it. Side is retired. A hit, no runs for Ohio. We head to the 4th. The Bobcats leading Central Michigan 7-4. Top of the 4th inning, and it will be 9-1-2 for Central Michigan. Tori Briggs, Angela Petrovich, and Jenna Kuzera. Facing Keegan Moore, strike 1.
If you're Central Michigan, you're right in this, right? A lot of people watching from the outside might think a 6-run first inning. Oh boy, this is off Campo, who pitched really well yesterday. Ohio's hitting a bunch of home runs. Well, over the last 2 frames, you've held them to 1 run. Credit to Langen, who's come in and done a nice job. And in all 3 frames, albeit you came up empty in the 3rd, you've had base runners. You're seeing Keegan Moore pretty well. And Briggs can continue her hot hitting ways. You turn it back to the top of the order. not be surprised if Central's able to put up a crooked number. This team has fight.
That one is foul, so 1-2 now the count. And if you're Keegan Moore, you make them hit their way on. You had the leadoff walk and then a single, and you're able to work out of it. You don't want to put base runners on with a 3-run lead. 2-1. In the air, Belle Hummel runs it down. That one was impressive too because she turned the wrong way and was able to recover.
I was gonna say, Dave, she got the wrong read.
Yeah, but she turned the wrong way and was still able to correct and run it down in full stride.
Right, oh, comes in, U-turn, right, all the way back, reaches out with her glove, and sometimes your speed can really help you out there.
Yeah.
She trusts herself, still got a little bit of the sun out there.
Strike one. Petrovic reached on an error to lead off the game, came around to score, popped out to the third base, actually lined out to the third baseman. 1-1 the count. Way outside, 2-1. Three and one.
Petrovic redshirted a season ago, so she'll have one more season of eligibility after this one. Or are they happy to have her at the top of the lineup?
Shortstop. McDaniel, no problem. First two are retired here in the fourth.
And that's what Moore needs to do, right? If she can pitch on the corners of the plate, pitch to contact. Central Michigan has identified pitches very well, but if she can have late movement, specifically on those off-speed pitches, whether it's the change of the curve, things are probably going to work out okay for Keegan Moore.
Kuzera steps in, outside ball one. Kuzera sacrificed runner to second in the first inning and has flown out to the center fielder. That one's hit well to left. And it's gone. Home run. Izzy Wilson had trouble picking it up, and Kuzera, with a solo home run, has cut it to a 2-run deficit.
Kuzera has had a relatively opposite field approach in this tournament, and this is actually her first hit of the entire tournament. Led the team in RBIs, goes the other way. Would add some carry to it, but it's out over the plate, and that's a great sign. Could that be an omen for the future for Central Michigan? One of your best hitters that had yet to get going in this tournament. You would still won a game with a big swing.
Alex Carter steps in and fouls it down the third base line. Strike one.
And if you trust Langen here, and I'm sure Central Michigan does, it was a veteran pitcher, it's only the fourth. She throws up a couple more zeros, and you got to stay away from the home run ball, which could be an issue. No pun intended, you can chip away at this lead.
Count evens at a ball and a strike. Carter doubled and scored in the first, flew out to left field. Nice play by Westler and makes the throw. Shelby Westler with a good defensive play to end the inning. But Central Michigan gets a run on the homer by Kuzera. 7-5 is Ohio's lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth. The sun is setting, and it is a little bit colder than it's been at Firestone Stadium. 7-5. Ohio's lead down to 2 as Central Michigan keeps chipping away at it. Farmer, Westler, and Wilson, 3, 4, and 5 in Ohio's lineup due to bat. Strike one from Langen, who's pitched well in relief.
Yeah, that one right there, right. Fastball outside corner. Consistently locate that pitch. You're not going to get everyone out, but
gets ahead, no balls, 2 strikes.
The biggest thing is limiting the home run ball against this offense. She surrendered one against Farmer, but if you continue to locate in the outer half of the outer half of the plate, and you pitch to the corners, you're going to limit consecutive hits.
The 0-2. Farmer swings and misses. A strikeout to begin the fourth.
Go up in the zone. Little rise action. Farmer to the pull side. Doesn't look like she wants to go to left with that. That's what she would have had to do. Or left center, which she has a lot. Rare to see her strike out like that.
Westler in the air. Lotus. It's going to drop. Base hit for Westler.
She's just a tiny bit off the barrel, and it works out for her. She has a lot of power, a very talented hitter, but she'll take them any way she can get them. Gets on here with a 1-out single as that one tailed a little bit off the end of the bat.
Wilson doubled and scored in the first, singled in the second. Off-speed pitch drops in for a strike by Langen.
This is a confident hitter right now. Knows where she wants to see the ball, and if you're Langen, you're thinking down, down, down. Anything up, Izzy Wilson is smoking it as of late.
That one misses up high, 1-1. In the air, left field, run down by Kuzera, second out of the inning. Brings Sydney Young to the plate. She homered in the first, struck out in the second.
It's a great battle by Langen and Young last time. Young got ahead 3-0. Looked like it could get a lot worse after a Wilson single. Then she came back down 3-0, ended up going with an off-speed changeup and got her out in front for a strikeout.
Young ahead, 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses up high, 2-0. Three and 0.
Danger of this is that Wyckoff, licking her chops, probably on deck. 3 home runs already in this tournament.
3-1.
Central Michigan has the middle of the order, 4, 5, 6 due up in the top of the 5th. Just looking for another 0 here from Langen.
In on the hands a little bit, foul back, count goes full.
This is an eerily similar script, right, to the previous at-bat between Langen and Young. I'd be surprised if she doesn't go off speed, considering she was out in front there. And if you're Young, you have to expect that, right? Be ready to sit back on a change.
Payoff pitch. Ball 4. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs for Jordan Wyckoff. You mentioned 3 home runs, 1 in each game. Had a grand slam against Central Michigan in their first round game. Outside corner, strike 1 by Langen.
Played in just 6 games a year ago. Jenna Hall was really pleased with her development this year. What she's provided to them behind the plate, both offensively and defensively.
That one misses up high, 1-1.
Had just 2 hits a season ago. At times it's just all about gaining that extra year of experience and opportunity.
2-1.
So now Langen, rise ball's been a little bit upstairs. If they're not chasing, you need to resort to the off speed. If you go with a rise ball, it's a little bit more down in the zone. It's very hittable for Wyckoff.
Turns on it and well in front of it, foul. Here's Langen's 2-2. Other way, base hit. Rounding third and heading home to score is Westler, and it's an RBI single for Wyckoff. Runners at first and third.
What has impressed me most about Jordan Wyckoff is her ability to go to all fields. Line drive, homer on a hanging off-speed pitch to left with the grand slam yesterday. Home run to dead center a couple times. Now pitching the outer half of the plate, waits on it, takes it out to right field. Westler comes in to score. Bobcats tack on another, still hungry for more.
First and third for Riley McDaniel. In the air right field, Briggs will run it down. Final out of the 4th. Ohio tacks one on. They lead Central Michigan 8-5. Stadium, Ohio. A new pitcher in the circle is Allie Myers.
Allie Myers, 5.55 ERA, 4-4 win-loss record, 31 strikeouts, 25 walks. Last pitched an inning apiece against UMass. Gave up 3 innings, though, in her most recent frame. Has not pitched against Central Michigan this year. Didn't pitch in a ton of MAC games. Only 6, to be exact.
Koenig, the first batter, and ball 1. Koenig's, London Williams, Emma Lotus due up.
In the appearances that she did pitch, first few against Toledo were pretty shaky, but good 4 innings against Bowling Green. Actually, 4 innings, no earned runs against Akron back at the end of April. That was an encouraging outing.
2-0.
Had a spurt where she didn't pitch for almost a month. Pitched at Toledo and then at home against Bowling Green. Did not pitch much last year, only pitched 2/3 of an inning.
Three and 0.
Starting to get that feeling where pitching is becoming a little sparse here for Ohio. If I'm correct, I believe Skip Miller is beyond the left field wall. Still throwing. Mikey Living is the only pitcher for Ohio that we haven't seen yet. I think this is a needed conversation. Yes, Ohio got the run back that Central scored in the top of the 4th, but if we've seen anything, crooked numbers are not unusual in this type of game.
That one hits the corner, 3-1.
She can zoom it in there. It's just a matter of her making sure she has the control.
Myers again gets the corner. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
She's got the strikeout stuff. In the beginning of the year, 4 strikeouts in back-to-back appearances, had complete game, 5 strikeouts against Middle Tennessee.
Ball 4, leadoff walk to Koenig, brings up London Williams. Ball 1, misses up high.
Second team All-MAC a year ago was Williams.
Ground ball, it's foul.
Oof. Had her first homer yesterday since April 17th.
Swings through that, so now Myers ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's just a matter of if she's on time. In her last 4, she does have 4 walks, including 2 against Miami yesterday. Very difficult out.
Calling Koenig, who is on at 3rd over, part of the conversation, along with Emma Lotus, the on-deck hitter.
I have to wonder if this is something they see with Myers in her delivery. She's thrown her handful of pitches. Could just be a confidence booster. But you wonder with the new pitcher in the game if you can recognize it early. A lot of times if a pitcher is doing something that is tipping off what they're going to throw, you can see it with their glove. But coaches are good at that.
Caney does have 12 stolen bases. 2-2.
Haven't seen too much secondary stuff from Myers. High velocity pitcher.
3-2, count goes full.
Got to get this one. Don't think I have to speak to the importance of it.
In the air, center field, Hummel going back. It's out of here. 2-run homer for Williams, and it is a 1-run game.
Back-to-back games now with a blast for London Williams. She again does it to center field, and I said it's really just a matter if you're able to time up Myers. Didn't want to walk another hitter. You know she was going to try and go over the middle of the plate, and Williams absolutely crushes it. A lot of raw power in that bat, and the Chippewas just will not go away.
Another pitching change. And it's going to be Mikey Living.
That pitching appearance was very short-lived. Living 41 innings, 5.8 ERA. Pitched against UMass 3 innings, 5 hits, gave up a couple of runs. Did pitch a couple times against Central Michigan. Total of 4 innings, 3 1/3 on March 28th. 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. Gave up a couple triples, actually doubles, I should say. 2/3 of an inning, 9 pitches, got both outs there on March 29th. Two-way player. Started a lot more games last year, pitched in 22 games, had a 3.39 ERA. But in 2024, pitched 124 1/3 innings with a 2.76 ERA, was second-team All-MAC freshman team. So kind of year by year has pitched a little bit less and less, but has experience in the circle in these type of spots. And Myers necessarily didn't, and it's your 4th pitcher of the game. You're just looking for an answer right now because everything has been offense, offense, offense.
The 2-run homer by Williams has Central Michigan as close as they've been since the first inning. When Ohio put 6 on the board. Nobody out. Emma Lotus steps into the box. Strike 1 by Living. Farmer fields it, tags Lotus out. First out of the inning. That'll bring Sierra Laska to the plate. Singled and scored in the second. Popped out to the shortstop in the third. Inside corner, strike 1.
A bit of a longer release from Living. Central Michigan has 8 outs to go, but you figure they're not done making noise.
That one misses down inside, 1-1.
And sometimes you're just trying to change up the release point here if you're Ohio. But you're going to need to get the offense going, right? For Central Michigan, you have found the one pitcher that has had consistent rhythm. by consistent rhythm, I don't mean throwing up consistent zeros. As Ohio not happy that that was called a ball.
2-1 the count. Off the plate, 3-1.
Also, it's getting a little chilly here. Sometimes that can affect the pitcher a little bit more, their ability to locate.
Living's 3-1. Gonna drop in for a base hit. Wilson with the dive, couldn't come up with it. Good effort by the left fielder, but a single for Alaska and the tying run on first base for Central Michigan.
Central Michigan now has almost reached the same amount of hits, 8 for the Chippewas. Good effort by Wilson. Alaska's had a couple of those. Doesn't matter how it looks on the field. You just look at the box score, a hit is a hit. Here comes Cairo, bottom of the order. Give them credit, very productive.
Cairo walked and scored in the second, popped out to the third baseman in the third. Ball one.
Boy, what a story it would be if Central Michigan is able to retake the lead. Looked like it was going to be a field day for Ohio's offense. The answer just, I think, turned out to be Langen, but still a long way to go in this one. We got a lot of softball to be played.
2-0. Living delivers. Foul ball. Trying to shoot that into left field. 2-1 the count.
Cairo Jr. went to Southfield Christian High School. You know, a lot of these hitters in high school have great batting averages, but as a junior, Cairo hit over 700, 737. Sometimes you see 500, 600, 737. That's wild.
That one fouled back. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But the crazy thing about that one is that 737 mark is the 3rd best in Michigan State history. There are 2 hitters that hit better than 737 in a single season.
Here's Living's 2-2. Changeup. Drops down in the dirt. Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Changeup didn't get there in time, right, or didn't have enough on it to the plate, but Cairo recognized it really early.
Pounded into the ground. Going to be a base hit. Cairo able to beat it out. Bear charging, came up with it clean, couldn't get the out. So now runners at first and second. The tying run in scoring position for Torrey Briggs.
Briggs is a player who swung it well, and there was just a little bit of indecision here. I think Living thought about going for it, and Bear didn't break right away in fear of potentially running into her pitcher a little late to get it, and she's playing kind of on the edge of the outfield turf, which made it an even more difficult play. Couldn't glove flip it.
Inside corner, Living gets ahead, strike 1.
Two hits and a line out to center.
They throw behind the runner. Alaska back easily.
Seen Wyckoff, that strong arm, a couple times from her knees, reach second. The last thing you want to do right now is be running into outs, though, for Central Michigan, especially in a game like this, season on the line.
The 1-1. Up the middle, base hit. Rounding third and coming in to score. What a throw by Hummel. They get her at the plate. Alaska cut down by the throw by Hummel.
This is a heck of a throw by Hummel, but the one thing I want to look at is, did Laska get her hand over the tag? Mikal Solomon immediately says to look at it. That is the question. And Belle Hummel, I mean, time and time again, we've talked about her offensively, we talked about her defensively. Throw clearly beats her. Does this hand get over? Or underneath it? And
ball came out. I think the ball came out.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
Well, Wyckoff goes to re-tag her again. She clearly touches the plate.
Let's see. She grabbed. It looked like she came back to grab something.
Okay. I think she's safe.
I thought she got her hand in. Let's see. The ball comes out. Ball's out of her glove. She come. Yeah, it is. She comes back and gets the ball.
How about that?
Pretty sure that's the ball that came out that she went back to grab.
We could get one more look at it, but yeah, I thought the hand might have snuck in there. Nevertheless, I mean, a lot of center fielders do not make that a close play.
No,
especially
you're.
And what I'm going to say is, you're an outfielder out there. As the weather gets colder, and I understand a lot of these players are dressing warmly, it's not easy, right? All of a sudden to almost jumpstart the car and get into action and deliver a strike of a throw. The ball might have been jarred loose. We're going to get another look at this. A good look at it.
Hand is in.
Oh, she's safe. I think this is going to be overturned.
She does hold on to the ball, but I think she's safe.
I think she's safe as well. Let's see.
Run scores, and the game is tied at 8. Heads up running. Runners now at second and third.
Wow. And they're going to go back to Skip Miller, Dave.
Wow. Yeah.
I think you have to. Listen, Ohio is kind of running out of options here. Central has seen her a lot, but I truly believe she is your best option. She has seen every single situation. She got a little bit of rest. And when in doubt, she is Mrs. Reliable. Your season is on the line. And if Ohio ends their season without the ball in Skip Miller's hands, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, it might end, but it's going to be on Miller's accord. I mean, she has done everything she can in a Bobcat uniform, and now she's tasked to try and finagle out of trouble here after Central Michigan so far has their biggest inning still with 2 runners aboard.
Just one out. Chippewas 2 in the first, 2 in the second, didn't score in the third, a run in the fourth, 3 here in the fifth with 1 out. Runners still at second and third. Ohio scored 6 in the first, 1 in the second, didn't score in the third, and 1 in the fourth.
Petrovic specifically has seen Miller well. Hits in her first 2 at-bats in this tournament against Miller.
Foul back, strike 1.
Petrovic has just put it in play in the infield. We've seen a number of teams, specifically Miami and Northern Illinois, have issues, whether it's a bunt or a ground ball. Not as much Western Michigan, they made those plays. But when you have a runner coming home, sometimes infielders speed up a little bit. You can get some errant throws.
That one misses down low, 1-1. Bear coming home. They get her. Colleen Bear fields it cleanly and throws to the plate to cut down Cairo.
Do they want to take another look at this? Cairo was clearly motioning to Mikal Solomon that she thought she was safe. Throw, naked eye thought she was out. She's ruled out. I don't think they're going to look at this.
Now 2 outs, runners at first and third for Jenna Kuzera, who homered in her last at bat. That one gets by the catcher, but Wyckoff able to gather it quickly before Briggs could move to the plate from third.
That is a friendly backstop. Bounced right back to her. But now, you don't have a force at second if it's hit up the middle. And anything to the outfield is going to score Petrovic.
Kuzera swings through it, 1-1. Hit well to right. That one's off the wall. 2 runs are in. Kuzera, 2 RBIs on the double, and Central Michigan all the way back. They lead at 10-8.
Unbelievable. Kuzera, her second hit of the tournament, back-to-back extra base hits. We see her pull one in the air, right? She's finally finding that swing, and Central Michigan down 6-2. Things look bleak. You're against elimination. Has retaken the lead with a 5 spot in the top of the 5th. This is some wild stuff.
Alex Carter will be the 9th Chippewa to bat in this 5th inning. Central Michigan bats around. 5 have scored, and still a runner in scoring position at second. Ball 1.
I'd be surprised if Ohio's done either. It's been call and response a lot in this game, but how does Ohio deal with the most adversity they faced?
Off-speed pitch in the dirt. 2-0.
Koenig started all this. It was a 3-2 count with a walk. With Myers in the game. We've seen 3 pitchers in this inning.
Swings through it. So now Carter ahead 2-1. Outfield deep. Almost about 5 feet in front of the warning track. Swings through it again. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Miller's going to challenge her. Carter's been a little bit late. See the deep breath, just trying to calm herself down. Hasn't had the greatest swings on pitches in on the zone. If it gets out over the plate and tails back in, that's where Carter can send it a long way.
Miller's 2-2. High and away. Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
With the weather getting a little bit colder, it's going to be tougher to grip some of those off-speed pitches. That one non-competitive.
Ball 4. Carter draws a walk. So Grace Koenig will step in. She walked, as you mentioned, to start this inning. Strike 1, Miller gets ahead.
Single back in the first. A lot of room down that right field line.
Off-speed pitch. Koenig way out in front of it.
Seen Tristan Head for Western Michigan and Jordan Wyckoff. They are not shy to backpick. I like the aggressiveness, though, from Koenig. You have the lead. It's a little bit out in front.
Miller ahead, 0-2. Hit to left. That's trouble. Off the wall. 1 run in. And they're going to hold Carter at third. An RBI double for Koenig.
They just keep hitting, and this is beautiful by Koenig. 2 strikes, outer half, puts her head down immediately, doesn't watch the ball, gets 2, scores another run. You thought you weren't going to keep the Ohio offense off the board. They can't keep Central off the board right now.
6 in this 5th inning for the Chippewas. Strike 1 to London Williams, who homered earlier in this inning.
Boy, would it be something. We've seen a couple hitters, at least one hitter, have 2 hits in 1 inning. Haven't seen 2 home runs.
Other way, drops in. Bear throws it, and they're safe. Good hustle, and scoring on the play is Koenig. 2-run score on the little dump single to right. Good hustle by Grace Koenig, running the bases, never stopped.
McCall Solomon loved this play. They might take a look at it at first. And I don't know, I think they've had too many visits because of all the pitching changes. Koenig just doesn't stop. And Coach Solomon's like, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, what a slide with that right hand. Sneaks it in there. Thinks he was clearly safe. Soft contact, but now an 8 spot. This is unbelievable.
13-8, Central Michigan leading. Amalotis. Strike 1.
But I'm not crazy to say that it's not insurmountable for this offense. Ohio, who I'm referencing, already a 6 spot.
One and 1.
12th hitter to come to the plate. Wow.
Off the plate, they throw behind the runner again. She's back. 1 and 1. Actually, 2 and 1. That's ball 2. Miller fields it, throws to first side, retired. But 12 Chippewas bat, 8 of them score, and Central Michigan leads Ohio 13-8. Eight in the 5th have given Central Michigan a 13-8 lead on Ohio. 9-1-2 due up for the Bobcats facing Langen. It's Cena Smith, Bell Hummel, Colleen Bear.
Got a pinch hitter here, Dave. We do.
Yeah, good point. Snuck it in on us. Allie Servala, freshman. Two 2-0 the count to Servola. Off-speed pitch by Langen, 2-1.
Hitting .310 limited at-bats from Hunker, Pennsylvania. The state runner-up in 2023 for the state title there. Home run. 3-run shot against UMass in May.
3-1. Servala trying to get on as a leadoff hitter and flip it back to the top of the order.
And who knows what can happen if that gets there. But for her, that was her first homer of her career 5 days ago.
Swings through it. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
For Langen, you got a long way to go. Still 3 innings to go, but you just got to throw strikes. Keep leadoff runners off the base paths.
Fouled away. The battle will continue.
That's awesome from Servola, right? It's a good, well-located pitch in the outer half. Spoils it. 9 hits on her career. Had a 3-hit game against UMass. 4 hits in her last 2.
Langen delivers. Fouled back. Little smile for Langen there.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be having fun?
Ground ball. Cairo bobbles it, able to get the out. That'll bring up Bell Hummel. A couple of hits and a walk. And Dane, you were talking about some history there for Hummel.
Yes, it was. So with that double that she had in the previous inning, Bell Hummel is now the single-season record holder for hits in a single season in the Mid-American Conference with 87.
Foul ball, strike 1.
That is absurd. And if she scores one more time, she will break the single-season runs record as well. First team All-MAC. I understand that she was unable to win Player of the Year. That went to Bailey Manos of Miami, but she probably got some votes.
I would think so. The 0-1. Now ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's Langen.
Has 76 runs on the year.
One and 2. Misses high, 2 and 2.
Not going to get her to chase much, right? Hummel, it's few and far between when she strikes out. Hasn't struck out more than once in a series since Akron back a few weeks ago.
Off the plate, count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bobcats need base runners, now down 5 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Can't try and do too much. Hummel knows that. Veteran hitter.
Fouled back. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes.
This is the valuable type of AB that can give you a little bit more look at Langen. Because now you got the top of the order. You got to do damage this time through. At least get a couple here in this frame.
Ball 4. 1 out walk. Brings Colleen Bear to the plate. Walked and scored in the first, popped out to the shortstop, flew out.
No, there's
to
some
the left fielder.
There's some parallels with Bear and Kuzera. Both 2-hole hitters, both lefties, both having great seasons, but have yet to kind of find their swing. Kuzera recently has a homer to left and then a double. Can Bear find her swing here and go gap to gap?
Langen misses up high, 2-0. Two and 1. Three balls and a strike. Outside corner, called strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bear.
It's interesting, the score right now, 13-8. Central Michigan actually keeps track of scoregamis. This would be a scoregami in CMU softball history. How about that?
Battle continues.
Shout out to their sports information director, JB. She does a great job with their notes.
How many snowmen have they put on? How many 8-run innings?
You know, I have a spreadsheet. I could probably find it. I probably could find it. It might take me a bit.
Payoff pitch again for Langen. Hit well to left. Hooking foul.
A little bit late, but that was more of a straightened out swing. I think Ohio fans are rooting her on. They know she's just a tick away.
In the air to right. This one is going to be well out of here. Over the scoreboard. 2-run homer for Colleen Bear. 13-10.
It was only a matter of time, right? She was just a tick off. And now Belle Hummel with that run score. Not only is she broken the single season MAC hits record, but the single season runs record, 77 runs. And we have 23 runs combined in this game and still more than 2 innings to go, Dave. I don't know what to expect, but I know it's going to be something that I probably don't expect.
Big hit for Bear. And we're going to get a change in the circle for Central Michigan. Strelo will check back in the circle for Central Michigan. Pitched yesterday in the game against Ohio, got the start.
Freshman lefty from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Started things off for Central Michigan. Went just 2 innings. Gave up 3 hits, 5 runs. 4 were earned. Couple walks, couple Ks. What was impressive to me most was that she stayed down in the zone and did not give up a home run. In her previous start against Akron, went 6 2/3, battled, had 9 strikeouts, which was her career high. Gave up 3 home runs in that game. Central still has a 3-run lead, right? If you're Strelo, you need to get 8 outs, just limit base runners, trust your defense, and know that, hey, my offense has 2 more cracks at this too. We just put up an 8 spot. Must feel like we're going to score a lot more too if you're Strelo. Come in, throw strikes, but if you're Ohio, try and attack her early, right? You know what she's trying to do. You've already seen her once. You hit her pretty well, and it's a pretty cool environment. You got a freshman in an elimination game. You just got to come in and attack.
Farmer walked and scored in the first, homered in the second, struck out in the fourth. Had the bases loaded double that played at 3 against Strelo in their first round game. Strike 1, hits the outside corner.
You know, for a 7-inning game, Dave, we might reach the 3-hour mark in this one.
The 0-1, fouled back. Strelo ahead, no balls, 2 strikes.
It's a lineup for Ohio with a handful of lefties, more than just a handful. And Strelo was pretty good at locating outer half of the plate, lefty on lefty, and just trying to do that here against Farmer, who I think probably didn't feel too good in that foul ball. Says she's all right.
All right, ready to go. No balls and 2 strikes now. Strelo ahead. One and 2.
I said it when Central wrapped up their inning, when they got up 13-8, right? The 8 spot. Something tells me, we still haven't seen a ton out of Strelo yet to see what type of stuff she has tonight. Something tells me 13's not going to be enough.
It's probably a safe assumption. 2-2 the count. Hit hard, center field, right at Emma Lotus for the second out of the inning.
That's a great piece of hitting by Farmer. You really can't do anything else. It's tough to elevate that pitch because of where it's located. You knew Strelo was going to try and pitch to that spot. Little unlucky sometimes, and that might be what it takes here. Luck might need to be on your side a little bit more because you know both teams are going to hit. Which team can get the bounces? Central Michigan has had a few more bloops, and they have smoked the ball a number of times as well.
Strelo strike 1. To Shelby Westler. Sac fly in the first. Flew out to left in the second, and a single and a run scored in the fourth.
Westler had that little single last time. Let's see if that gets her going here.
The 1-1. Fouled away.
That's one of the better swings I've seen her have this tournament. She's a little tardy on it, but her bat path was all over the pitch. If she can get the front foot down, speed it up a little bit on that type of pitch, she can send it a long way.
Strelo's 1-2. Outside corner. Cold strike 3 to retire the side. But Colleen Bear, 2-run homer, cuts Central Michigan's lead to 3. 13-10, the Chippewas lead We head to the 6th. Came to the plate in the 5th. They played at 8. London Williams, a 2-run homer, and they just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. RBI double by Koenig. Koenig some really good base running as well. And the 8th spot, and there you see the 2 runs scoring on the little bloop. But the 8th spot puts 13 on the board for Central Michigan. They lead at 13-10. Miller gets ahead of Sierra Alaska, who's leading off the 6th. Strike 1. Alaska, Cairo, Briggs in the air. Bear, the second baseman, will gather at first out.
It would be ironic, Dave, if we have about a 3 to 5 pitch inning after an 8-run inning.
Rachel Cairo to the plate. Walked and scored in the 2nd. Popped out to the third baseman. 3rd, singled in the 5th.
Well, if you're Miller, right, if you can just throw up a 0, you can trust your offense. 6 outs is a lot with how both teams have been hitting in this one, and it's really everyone in the lineup that has put together good at-bats. Now that Bear has gotten going, Wessler has a hit. 6 different players have gone deep for the Bobcats. Really could be anyone. That's why it's so tough. Central Michigan, they just scored 8. What else are you going to ask the offense to do? Well, score more. Think about
Change
that.
up high, 2-1.
Stralo's got the power in her hands, though, to shut it down. And for Central Michigan, it is the 21st time this year they have had 10 or more hits in a single game.
That's 13. Fouled back. 2-2.
They can swing it. Winner tomorrow, they'll get Northern Illinois in the 2nd game. Much different game that the Huskies played than this one.
Miller's 2-2. Up high, 3-2. Payoff pitch into left field. Wilson will grab it. 2nd out of the 6th inning.
Quick outs, right? Being able to stay confident. You know that strikeouts are going to be tough. You know you might not have your best stuff right now, but you have to empty the tank. And it's tough to say that knowing that you're going to have to try and win 2 games tomorrow if you win tonight. But if you don't win today, there is no tomorrow.
Outside corner, strike one by Skip Miller.
You have to figure NIU, looking at this game, they're getting a pretty good look at whoever they might face.
Swinging through it is Torrey Briggs. Has doubled in the second, flew out to center in the fourth, singled and scored in the fifth. Miller had no balls, 2 strikes. Misses up high. 1-2.
I have been really, really impressed by Torrey Briggs. I mean, talked about pressing the right button. Fantastic defensive play yesterday. 2 for 3. The 1 out was a hard hit ball.
Miller misses away, 2-2. In the air, Farmer, nice job to go and get it. Final out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down. In the 6th, we head to the bottom of the 6th. Central Michigan, a 13-10 lead. Of the 6th, Ohio, down by 3. Izzy Wilson, Sidney Young, Jordan Wycuff due up for the Bobcats. Strelo, strike 1.
Well, Wilson being aggressive. Down and away. Down in that outside corner. Wilson can go to left, but stay off pitches up in the zone, which Strelo usually does a pretty good job of. That's beautiful.
Outside corner. Strike 2.
All right, you go off speed, then you speed it up, so that looks a lot faster than the velo gun would say. Now you have options here. Go down and away with their go-to change.
The 0-2 put in play. Petrovich bobbles it and couldn't get it out of the glove. Error on the second baseman. Tough one. She fielded it, just couldn't get it out of the glove. Brings Sidney Young to the plate. She homered in the first, struck out in the second, walked.
That's a tough one for Strelo because she made 3 really good pitches, got her to roll over. Now you have another home run threat in Young.
Off the plate, ball 1.
3-run deficit feels like a 1-run deficit, I'll be honest, Dave, in this game.
The 11th, 10th hit of the ball game for Ohio, 13 for Central Michigan. Two and 0. That one's a called strike.
Needed that one. You're behind 2-0. More often than not, her best pitch is her change. She's going to go to that. you're young. You're still ahead in the count. You're still sitting fastball.
Strelo's 2-1. Off the plate. 3-1. Fouled away. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
You can tell Young's probably thinking about that change because she's late there on a fastball right over the heart of the plate. You know she's probably thinking off speed here. Can you win it? She already struck out once against Langen on off speed. Wants a new softball there. Regardless of who wins this has been a fantastic game. So Jenna Hall is saying that Strela was in her windup and then allowed her to, home plate umpire allowed her to change the ball as we get some "you can't do that" chants. Joe Malik, home plate umpire.
Ball 4. First 2 are on.
Here we go. Here we go. And Ohio is not a team that sacrifices a ton. And you figure they're not going to do it here. The hitter that is homered in every game. Dave, you said to me during the break, Ohio hits a lot of home runs. They might hit another one.
The question's going to be how many are on base.
Right, and that could be the difference in this one. And it's not like there's a break in this lineup.
So the official score has ruled Wilson's a single.
Maybe because it looked like she fielded it, she just didn't throw it.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for Young, maybe. Yep. Here she comes. Abby Canelli will pinch run. So Canelli pinch running at first. Wycuff steps in. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Strike 1 by Strelo.
Got to be aggressive. I mean, that's what you got to do with runners on base. I know it's risky. Wycuff is a hitter that has shown she can go to every single part of the field, but can't she do it when the pressure is mounted here, backs against the wall?
Hit. That hit the knob of the bat.
Yeah. Wycuff's not arguing either. That's a huge break for Central.
Strike 2.
Oh, yeah.
So 0-2 now on Wycuff. Oh! That one hit the helmet.
Yeah, this is just second one in a row, misses up and in, and it's got to sting. Just glad it got the helmet, obviously. Didn't get any part of the face. And I think Wyckoff, I mean, she's a catcher. She's tough, right? She's going to want to stay in the game. She's got a good arm, too. And it is unbelievable. Well, with this game, the line is for both teams, but with this trend, nobody out, bases loaded. You have the go-ahead run at the plate with Riley McDaniel, one of your 2 double-digit home run hitters coming into this series. There have been 6 different Bobcats regular starters that have hit a home run. One of them has not been Riley McDaniel. Boy, what a time would it be now for her to hit one and then put Central Michigan down to their final 3 outs. And you know there would be some extra juice in the tank for Skip Miller to try and shut this thing down and push it to tomorrow and get a fresh 7 innings in the book for the Bobcats.
Well, right now they got to be thinking big, more than 4 runs. Just keep hitting.
Yes.
Base hit is 2 here for McDaniel. Ball 1.
Feels like it's Strelow's game. Not really sure where else you can turn.
Two and 0.
Interesting decision, right? I think you let her swing away, head 2-0, but bases loaded, nobody out. You know she's trying to throw strikes. Be okay with taking one here too.
In the air. That's a problem. It's in the gap. Off the wall. 2 runs will score. 3 runs are going to score. And the ball game is tied. A bases clearing double for Riley McDaniel has tied it at 13.
Got the barrel on this one. This is one of her better swings of the tournament so far.
Briggs has trouble grabbing it. Or actually,
yeah, that's Lotus.
Lotus.
And that allows 3 runs to score because, I'll be honest, the runners on second and first got a little bit of a late jump, and that bobble by Lotus probably allows Kennelly to score.
It absolutely does. She was hesitating to make sure that they were going to wave her around.
And now Campo has returned. So back around the merry-go-round we go. It already happened with Ohio. It has happened with Central. Mind you, Central's last game of the regular season against Akron was a 17-15 Chippewa win. You think, okay, seeds are locked up. Akron already has the regular season title. You threw some arms that you usually don't throw. You didn't think this type of line, this type of game would happen in a MAC tournament contest, and it has. And now Campo is tasked with trying to surrender the lead. Central will have their backs even more against the wall.
So you've got Cena Smith, then the top of the order.
Oh boy. Smith still looking for that first hit of the tournament. His pitch hit for last time. If you're wondering who's due up for Central Michigan, it'll be their top of the order. So,
told you. It's going to take more than you need more than 4.
Well, I said I'm feeling 13 was going to take more than that.
And it will. We're
and
tied
it might
at
take
13.
more than 14. I'll be honest. It would not shock me if Ohio takes a 2-3 run lead and then Central's got a couple runners on. Who is going to blink first is the question. Quite frankly, I'm not sure who it's going to be.
So both starting pitchers have re-entered.
So, does this have something to do with Campo re-entering? And now we're going to get a conversation with Central Michigan head coach McCall Solomon, or no, we're not.
Might be with Sienna Smith re-entering. She re-entered when they went into the field.
It's true. For Smith, you just want to put the ball in play. I could totally see a sacrifice here. Yep.
Fouls it back, strike one.
I've said it a number of times. There have been too many hitters today that have let the ball attack their bat. They have to have the bat attack the ball. Get the bunt out over the plate so to make sure it goes in play. And that's not only so the ball doesn't pop up, right, if there's some rise to it like there was on that pitch from Campo, but also to keep the ball fair if you do put it down on the ground.
1-1 count.
Strikeout's what you're looking for. Smith has struck out twice.
Campo. Called strike three.
A lot more velocity from Campo than Strelo. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Coming in and attacking, that's exactly what McCall Solomon could have asked for just when you think Ohio's going to take the lead. She comes in with a strikeout, but who would you rather have up than Belle Hummel?
Singled and scored in the first, walked also in the first. Ground ball off the first baseman Williams' glove, and rounding aggressively but able to get back to the bag is Riley McDaniel.
Oh, awfully risky. That was a heck of a throw by Petrovic. See how they score that. And it is a hit, so the hit record increases. 88 hits. Hits it hard.
Yeah, that one's a tough one. That kind of short hopped her right at the glove.
With one out, did they put Hummel in motion here?
Bear, remember, homered their last at bat.
There she goes. Yep, that's why.
Yep. Now 2 RBIs.
Yeah, you knew that. You probably know. And you scout those type of situations, first and third. All right, they're probably not going to throw down as Hummel gets her 9th stolen base of the year in 11 attempts.
Good rip by Bear, but strike two.
And Campo seems like she's throwing harder than she has all tournament, I'll be honest. She is really dialing it up, and if she can get a strikeout here, it would be massive.
Misses up high, 1-2.
Not an easy pitch for Bear to lay off. That's a rise ball. She's a little late on it the first couple of times. She's just got to time it up, but when does Campo try and go off speed here? If she does.
2-2.
It's going to be that steady diet. Bear's just got to time it up or put it in the air.
Three and two. Foul back. The battle will continue. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Still a little bit late. It's been rise ball, rise ball, rise ball. Turned on an off-speed pitch for a long home run last time.
Runners at second and third. Ground ball, base hit out into right field. Round and third coming in. Diving in safely is Hummel, and advancing to second is Bear. 4 in the inning. 15-13. Ohio retakes the lead as a big 2-out single by Bear.
Put it in play. She went off speed and sat on it enough to find a hole. Hummel, I didn't even think she had a sign from Jenna Hall. She just knew, I'm going, and I'm going to make it. And now, Ohio's going to have a chance to at least close it out in the top of the 7th.
Brenna Farmer, strike one.
78 runs now for Hummel. They're tacking onto that record. If Ohio wins, we'll Probably try and chat with Bell Hummel after the game.
Foul tip, another strike. So 0-2, still just one out.
Farmer a little unlucky last time. Lays her out to center, but she's homered in this game. A lot of Bobcats have.
Fouled back. Remains no balls, 2 strikes. So you have had a 6-run first for Ohio, now 5 in the 6th, an 8-run 5th for Central Michigan. That's how we end up with a 15-13 lead with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul back, remains 0-2.
The danger is that if Farmer just keeps fouling off rise balls, it's got to be a competitive off-speed pitch, competitive curveball that Campo was pretty good with yesterday against Miami. But the off-speed pitch to Bear just hung up in the zone. She was able to capitalize.
Gets a piece of it. Pounded into the ground, foul.
Heck of an at-bat from Farmer. Campo hasn't even thrown a ball yet, so this at-bat could go even longer. And you think, does she try and get her to chase up a little bit, which she has a couple times in this tournament. But she's just fouled off everything. Quick bat.
Nice job to grab that by Koenig. Bear able to get back to second.
Our next batter, number 17, third baseman, Shelby Westler.
Brings up Shelby Westler.
9th hitter to come to the plate. We're going to get a conversation.
Westler hit the sacrifice fly in the first, flew out to left in the second, singled and scored in the fourth, struck out in the fifth. Runs outside, ball 1.
I think the biggest thing next inning, if Ohio could score more, is that you get Petrovich out, the leadoff hitter out. That could provide the whole energy. And certainly doable if you hold it to a 2-run deficit.
Swinging through it is Westler, strike 1, 1-1 to count.
27 hits.
Well, Westler is the 9th Bobcat to bat in this inning, so they have 2 innings where they bat around. 1-2 the count.
We know if the Bobcats or the Chippewas get to tomorrow, I don't care who they're facing, they're going to hit.
Ground ball handled by Koenig, throws over to first, side retired, but Ohio puts 5 on the board. We go to the top of the 7th. Ohio with a 2-run lead on Central Michigan. an elimination game. Central Michigan down 2. Needs at least 2 here off Skip Miller, top of the order. Angela Petrovich opens it up with a single to left.
Here we go.
Nice swing, just served it out the opposite field. Base hit, that'll bring up Jenna Kuzera. Sacked in the sacrifice bunt in the first, flew out to center in the second. Homer in the fourth, second in the fifth, or double in the fifth.
One swing can tie it.
Strike one. Catches the upper part of the zone to Skip Miller.
I said the most important thing for Miller was to get Petrovich out. She did not. And now you have the tying run at the plate and a lot of power in 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Change-up misses.
I think part of the reason why you're just expecting runs, these pitching staffs are gassed.
They are.
I mean, Miller started the game. Now she's tasked to finish it. Same thing with Campo for Central.
Turns on it and out in front of it. Hit it a long way, but foul.
Almost reached our production truck.
Miller ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kuzera. Off the plate outside, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Miller gets the strikeout, 1 out in the 7th.
Rise action to this. Throws it up in the zone. Kuzara can't catch up with it. There's something about, we kind of saw it with Northern Illinois, there's something about when you're down to your final 3 outs, specifically in an elimination game, where the hitters just become a little bit tighter.
Alex Carter, ball 1.
Carter also has a home run specifically off Miller. He was back in the first inning of this entire tournament.
Swings through that, rise ball, 1-1.
And if you're Miller, you just got to go after him and challenge him, saying my stuff is going to be better than your best swing. And you hope it is, at least for this inning, if you're the Bobcats.
Alexa Carter has a double, scored in the first, and walked and scored in the 5th. Oh, nice changeup. There's the Bugs Bunny changeup.
Oh, yeah.
Drops it in.
That's one of the better pitches we've seen Miller throw this tournament, right? And that's because it's the heavy diet of fastball, rise ball, right? And then you finally slip it in and took even a little bit more off that one.
1-2. Fouled back. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just credit both these teams. They didn't panic, right? Central, after getting down 6-2, didn't panic. Then after Central puts up an 8 spot, you're down 5. Ohio didn't panic.
She did swing, struck her out. Back-to-back strikeouts in the 7th for Skip Miller.
Oh, yep. Think she went around.
Yeah, a little too far.
Season comes down to Koenig.
Couple of hits already. They have not gotten her out. She singled in the first, walked in the 3rd, walked and scored in the 5th, doubled and scored also in the 5th. Off speed, outside corner, strike 1.
You're on mile 25 and a half of the marathon. Can you complete it? And if you're Koenig, can't be thinking big swing, just hit it hard.
The 0-1. Now Skip Miller ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. And Ohio 1 strike away from surviving and advancing. Koenig.
I like the location of that, but
got to be careful. Almost put her on first.
yeah, but it kind of buzzes her off the plate a little bit, so now you have room to go away here because you're still ahead 1-2.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts to end the ball game for Skip Miller, and Ohio advances with a 15-13 win over Central Michigan. As Skip Miller, a lot of heart to finish it off, and Ohio will come back to play Northern Illinois tomorrow in the second game of the day. We're going to take a quick timeout. Other side of the break, we will wrap up this one as the Ohio Bobcats advance with a 2-run win over Central Michigan, thanks to 5 in the 6th inning. We'll be right back to Firestone Stadium. Runs in the bottom of the 6th help Ohio advance 15-13 over Central Michigan. Dane Richardson on the field with Bell Helmel, leadoff hitter for the Bobcats.
Marathon that you guys win it 15-13. What did it take, the resolve of this team, to come back late?
It just took all of us. I mean, using the whole pitching staff, people coming off the bench, it was really incredible.
You broke the single-season MAC hits record and runs record alone in this game. What does that mean to you?
I mean, I had no idea. I mean, it's something great. Part of everything I've done this year and can't wait to keep it going.
Bell, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, again, the final score 15-13. Ohio defeats Central Michigan to advance. Tomorrow they will face NIU in the second game. So long for Dane Richardson. I'm Dave Bacon saying good night from Firestone Stadium. Ohio beats Central Michigan 15-13 to advance. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. It's been a presentation of ESPN. Congratulations to the Bobcats for advancing.